Shot clock down to 4. Barrett has to make something happen. The drive off the window. Big win at the Garden for the New York Knicks.
Hey! They told me it was supposed to be done. 5 games, we done. Not in the Garden. I try to tell y'all, not in the Garden. Now, yes, I know. CK, where you been when we lost to 2? Look, man, I was honest on playback. I said it very honestly. I'm not making a video. You saw why we lost. You don't need me to talk about it anymore. End of story. But right now, the mantra is simple. 1 game at a time. The 3-2, 2-3, get that out of my head. 1 game at a time. The Knicks have a game on Friday. That's all I care about. Win the game on Friday. Then we have a game on Monday, you win the game on Monday. It's simple as that. Don't worry about catching up or catching numbers. If I'm a Knicks player right now, I'm deleting all of my social medias. I'm talking about Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, I don't care what you use. Hell, if you on OnlyFans, brother, you need to hang it up. She could be doing whatever she doing, and in the background could be ESPN, and it throw you off. I don't want you to hear none of it. I don't want anybody to see none of it. Stay out of the press and stay out of the news, stay out of everything, because right now we have an opportunity. 1 game at a time. And first step was defending the Garden. We had 2 tough games in Miami. It happens. We moved. Defended the Garden. Now the toughest game is ahead of us coming on Friday. Back to Miami. All right. That enough for you guys? Let's get into this damn video. Run the intro. What's good, CK Crew? It's your boy CK2K. Welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. And before we get into anything Knicks, I wore it during our Game 5 win, so I have to talk about the personalized jersey once again, brought to you by DIYOJ. Thanks, DIYOJ. Yes, DIYOJ is where you can go to get any kind of customized or personalized jersey that you are looking for. If you want one that looks like this, like our Knicks Road Blue, but with whatever you need on the front, DIYOJ can do that. Or if you want to join the CK Crew and get one of the CK Crew, you can do that too. It's kind of tough. It's kind of cool. All you need to do is hit the link in the description. Also pinned in the comment section below. Go in there, put whatever jersey you want to get, customize it however you want to customize it, and make sure you add promo code CK2K to get a discount on your purchase. If you're looking for a customized jersey for your rec league, or you want a jersey that's not even basketball related, you're looking for a baseball jersey, a hockey jersey, a football jersey, you can get whatever you're looking for over with our homies at DIYOJ. So go check it out. Go get yourself a personalized jersey today, and make sure you use that promo code CK2K to get a discount on that first purchase. Appreciate you guys at DIYOJ. And look, I'm wearing it again on Friday because we want to know in the jersey. So this is staying on Friday. Now let's talk about the New York Knicks and this incredible win. Definitely stressful, but good win nonetheless. A game where we started the first quarter 14-24. Yes, we only scored 14 points in the first quarter. It was a tough start for the game. It looked like we were coming out swinging, but then it went right into us looking like, well, we were turning into ourselves from the last few games. And that's like a team that didn't look like they wanted to win. Julius Randle looked lost defensively. Helped. The first play of the game was because of a lost play from Julius Randle where Kevin Love slipped and got an easy layup around the rim. Then immediately we saw Bam Adebayo elbow Julius Randle, which resulted in the swollen eye that we saw from him the entire game, and also resulting in one of the wildest things I've ever heard on commentary. Can we pause on the talk real quick? I have to get this out. Iron Eagle, bro. This literally took me out of the game because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Iron Eagle was talking about Julius Randle's injury, right? And he said that it looked like he got stung by a bee, and then proceeded, well, he went and said this.
Scratch too, right there, yeah. It looks like a bee sting. That was a Will Smith movie, if you remember.
What, bee sting?
Yeah, when he got stung by the bee and then
swallowed up.
Twitch.
Two things, Iron Eagle. One, he didn't get stung by a bee. He ate raw fish, which he found out he was allergic to while he was on a date.
No, I think you have food allergies. Oh. Oh. Wow.
What? Second thing, the movie is not called Bee Sting or Twitch. I don't know of a movie in Will Smith's catalog being called Bee Sting or Twitch. It's from Hitch. All right, you're talking about this moment. I'm so sorry. That irritated the hell out of me. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Luckily, at that moment, the Knicks were on a tremendous run, and I was able to laugh about it a little bit, but I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I had to talk about it. So yeah, in the first quarter, Julius Randle got elbowed, which resulted in his eye swelling up as the game went on. But the second quarter was the quarter where you really saw this team turn around. After coming off of a quarter where we only scored 14 points, we were able to completely turn around by scoring 36 points in the second quarter to their 23. And we ended up taking the lead going into halftime 50-47 when it looked like things were doom and gloom for the Knicks. Julius Randle turned it around towards the end of that quarter. You saw him hit a nice three-point shot to wrap up the half. You also saw Barrett and Jalen Brunson doing a lot of what they did. And mind you, you're going to see a lot of Jalen Brunson and Quentin because the both of them played 48 minutes in this game, which according to Tom Thibodeau, they had to do. And he's not entirely wrong. I still wish we went to the bench a little bit because our bench points compared to them were slacking a lot, but I understand where Tibbs was going with this.
What can you say about the guy? He's just incredible, all-around player, great leader, great toughness, mental toughness, physical toughness, ability to think on his feet, ability to lead, ability to connect with people, to bring the best out of people. That's what makes him special, and it's play after play.
The Knicks were able to take the lead in the second quarter, but they kept the ball moving in the second half as we got as much of a 20-point lead in that third quarter, where you saw this team look completely different and look way energized. You saw a little bit of it in the second quarter when we injected Obi Toppin, and his instant fast play is what helped us take the lead. And and that, to me, that's been the note of this team this entire postseason. And I'm not going to use this as a moment to bash Julius Randle, but it's more of a bashing of our team offensively overall. The thing that we learn about this team and why we have runs like this and play as well as we play is because the Knicks just simply play better when we play at a faster pace. I've been saying it all season long. I've been asking for it all season long, and the proof is in the pudding. Unfortunately, this Knicks team in a half-court setting makes no sense. The Knicks, when we play half-court, results more in one-on-one play. That's because we don't have any real offense. The team just doesn't have an offense. It's whoever gets the ball and can make a good shot is gonna be the one that has the ball and make a good shot. And Charles Barkley said it perfect in halftime. When the Knicks do make shots, typically they're tough shots that we're making. It's not a shot off of the offense. But then when we run fast and we move in the break, you see the ball move. You see the vision open up from a lot of the players, and you see us not settle for terrible or poor shots. You see us either looking to attack the rim instantly or attack the rim and find somebody open. We just seem more cohesive when we play in a break and play at a faster pace, especially for a team like us that results in a lot of stops. We get a lot of stops on the defensive end. And in those instances, you typically have numbers if you choose to use the fast break. And I feel like with guys like Barrett and Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson and even Grimes, and especially Obi Toppin, as doesn't even need to be mentioned, we give ourselves so much of an opportunity to utilize the pace. And I just feel like the Knicks need to not let that part of the game go. We need to utilize the pace a lot more frequently. Now, is that a question of because we have Obi Toppin out there, we're able to do it compared to Julius Randle? Maybe, but I still believe there's a world where Julius Randle can be a part of the fast-paced play as well. I don't know if that comes down to him playing the 5 and Obi at the 4. I don't know. I just think that that's always needed to be a bigger part of our identity and playing a lot faster. Hell, up until this game, we've only averaged 9 fast break points per game. And in this one, we had 16 fast break points to their 9. So it's one of those things where you can definitely see that it is something that really helps us make a difference from our normal, typical head-scratching offense to when we play a lot faster. I just ultimately think that that's the next step for this Knicks team as far as us continuing to be a good team, because in the first quarter where we play a lot of half-court, one-on-one rushed plays where we only scored 14 points. In the second and third quarter where we inserted more of the bench, you saw us put up 36 in the second and 34 points in the third. And I feel like there's a good reason for that, and it had a lot to do with our change of pace. But as mentioned, we saw Quentin Grimes, Jalen Brunson play 48 minutes in this game. Quentin Grimes, who started off the game for us, really aggressive and shooting the ball really well. He shot 3 of 8 from the field today, 2 of 6 from the three-point line. We saw him make some really important and impactful defensive plays. Came out with 2 steals, came out with 2 blocks, also had 5 assists, 8 points, plus 9 from the field. Jalen Brunson in his run. Imagine playing an entire game and still shooting an efficient 12 of 22 from the field, 4 for 10 from 3, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Very Jimmy Butler-esque in the sense of being able to draw these fouls and get to the free throw line and get a good chunk of your points from there. It was just great play. He almost had a triple-double of his own while having 38 points in this win. But as good as they were playing in a 48-minute span, you can't take away what RJ Barrett did yet again for another playoff game for this Knicks team. He almost had 40 minutes of his own as he shot 8 of 17 from the field, 3 of 8 from the three-point line, had 26 points of his own, and had the game high plus minus of 17. You've seen a player who in the regular season who was not really in the top 3 of any of the players when it came to a plus and minus, where now it's becoming a common occurrence for him to be one of the best players in plus and minus in the last 2 series. And a lot of that has to do with us moving the ball through him a lot more frequently, and B, the trust that the team is putting in RJ Barrett to create the offense that he's been doing such a good job with, and this game was no different. And I'm also going to give some props to Julius Randle, who defensively has been rough to watch in these last few games, and even in the beginning of this one, but the way that he was able to flip around what looked like was going to be a terrible start to the game, he went out there and had himself a solid game and a solid night and chose the right times when to score. Now, mind you, I still would like him to make those free throws, and I would still like for you to not turn into Ben Simmons and turn down open layups. But outside of that, to shoot 4 or 7 from the three-point line when you've been shooting rough numbers for the entirety of the playoffs from the 3, also getting the free throw line 10 times, need you to make him at a higher clip. But Julius Randle looked a lot more fluid in this game, especially with only one eye, a bee-stung eye. I'm still upset about that whole exchange. Julius Randle was no slouch in this game, even though he started off playing really slow. I don't know if it had a lot to do with seeing what Obi Toppin injected to this team in the few minutes he played. Obi Toppin playing only 12 minutes in this game. I don't know if that was something he took personal, realizing that the team was looking better without him, so he knew that he needed to play similar to that when he went on the court. Not sure, but what I do know is when Julius Randle sees the ball go through the hoop, the confidence is through the roof. And not only that, he did a great job of incorporating others, turning down shots that he had, especially in that third quarter, turning down some layups that he probably could have forced up in previous games, and creating ball movement. I'm saying all this to say this. It's just a lot of blah, blah, a lot of review, a lot of happy times in this game, but I'm saying all that to say this. The Knicks are not done. There's still some left in the tank. Now, what will happen on Friday, we're not sure if Jalen Brunson and Quentin Grimes playing all 48, plus a trip straight to Miami. We're not sure how that's going to affect them then. But in the words of Jalen Brunson,
it is what it is at this point.
Right now, you got to do whatever you can do to survive in this series. But will that make an effect? We will find out. But the big thing here is, like I said at the beginning of the video, don't think about the series numbers, 2 wins to 3 losses or whatever that is. All that goes out the window at this point. The more you think about that, the more pressure is added. If you just look at this as the next game on my calendar is on Friday, we just got to win it because you play the game to win the game. That's the only mentality this team needs to have right now. Win one game at a time. Win each game at a time. I don't care what the percentage is of teams coming back from a 3-1 deficit, this, that, and third. Simple. Why not us? Focus on the game that's ahead of you, then focus on the next game. Don't look ahead in the future. Don't look at who else is playing in the playoffs. Don't look at who ended their series in 5-6. I don't care. Focus on the next game up. That being this game coming up tomorrow on Friday. Focus on that game. We move from there. And this game's not going to be easy. We're going back to Miami. Yeah, the crowd might not be the biggest of the difference makers, but that team now has all the power. We're in their house. We're in their environment. They're all came out of their own beds, all the above. How do you respond to that? This has been the Knicks' identity all season long. We go on runs. We disrupt other teams that play well in their elements. We've done a good job of playing away. Now it's time to do that in the playoffs. It's time for everybody to step up. It's time for Tom Thibodeau to step up with his rotations. He did a good job within the last game. Keep that going. It's time for Julius Randle to understand his role and not fall in the pressure. Did a good job in the last game. Keep that going. Mitchell Robinson, who it looked like he was non-existent in this game and he was not going to be much help, then goes out and has 8 points, 11 rebounds, 2 key steals, and makes 3 clutch free throws down the line when they tried to ice him out. Do more of that in the following games. RJ Barrett, who's been consistently good all playoffs long. Jalen Brunson, the same thing. Quentin Grimes coming back from injury, finding an injury in the game, deciding to make a play off of one leg. More of that going forward. This team has fight. I'm not giving up on them. You shouldn't either. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below about what is to come with the Knicks. Will this thing be wrapped up on Friday, or do you understand my mindset on one game at a time, and do you think that the Knicks see that mindset one game at a time? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. I'm done talking y'all ear off. I'm hyped up, as you can see. I believe in this team. If we go out, we better go out swinging. And right now, we are one game away from being able to go back in front of that Garden crowd and being able to defy all odds and possibly go to the Eastern Conference Finals. It all stems from this first game in Miami on Friday. How do the Knicks respond? We'll find out tomorrow. Appreciate you guys as always. Make sure you give me all of your thoughts about everything in the comments below. It's been your boy CK. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Do not forget to like this video. Also, don't forget to show love to our friends over at DIYOJ. Look at whatever jersey you want to get, put in the discount code of CK2K, and walk away with a dope personalized jersey. Send them to me, by the way. If you get one, let me see how it looks on IG. At me, I will share your jerseys. If you guys decide to go with CK Crew in different colors or the same colors or whatever, let me know in the chat below, or whatever your design is. I still want to see it. I'm out of here, y'all. Big game, man. Big game. And shout out to everybody that came through playback. We will be live on playback again. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm talking too much. Y'all be blessed. See you in the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.
Cold pizza like Tuesday. I got food up in the fridge. Y'all keep looking for that new way. I think I like it how it is.